Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Manisha Gupta and I am Assistant Professor at Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology, and we are going to resume our session on the subject of your business research method. Today we are going to discuss about the quantitative and qualitative research approach, its comparison and what is the pros and cons of both approach. These will be the content which we are going to discuss today: quantitative and qualitative research approach, method of their data collections, and when do we use the qualitative approach, when we use the qualitative approach, analyzing the qualitative and quantitative data, then your qualitative and versus quantitative research approach, and pros and cons of both research approach. So let's start our session. The qualitative and quantitative research approach. In the last class, we have discussed in a very small manner that what is qualitative and what is quantitative research. As the name suggests, quantity concerned with the numbers and the quality concerned with the properties. So the objective and exploration may be accomplished with the different techniques, but the qualitative and quantitative approach are applicable with the exploration and rely heavily on the quantitative data. Means when we conduct the study, most of the time the researcher will depend upon the quantitative technique, but it is not only the technique on which the researchers has relied. At present time, the researchers more rely on the quantitative techniques, means the techniques which depends on the number. The various researchers thinks number of the thing about these approach, but let's see what the one researcher has made the picture that what is qualitative and what is quantitative approach. So according to them, the quality is the essential characteristics or the nature of the something, but when we talk about the quantitative, it means the amount. Quality refers to the your character and nature, but quantity is the number. The quality can answer the question what, and the quantity will answer the question how much. Quality refers to the meaning and definition and analogy, model or metaphor characterizing and something, while the quantitative assumes the meaning and the reference and the measurement of it. As you see, the quantity means measurement, and when we talk about the quality, it means analogy, metaphor, characteristics, like things. Then we study in brief what is the qualitative research. So the qualitative research includes the area or interpret technique which seeks to describe, either they try to describe it or they try to decode it, they can translate and otherwise come to the terms with the meaning, not the frequency. Means in the qualitative research we are not dealing with the frequency, we are dealing with the try to describe it, decode it, translate it, the about the customers, about the quality of the product, about the perception of the people. But in this research we did not deal with the frequency, means how many people purchase that product. In this line we are talking about the frequency, means numbers. But when we talk about the qualitative research, in that research they try to describe it, they try to decode it, they try to translate the meaning. Then the qualitative technique are used both in your data collection or also the data analysis stage of the research project. At the collection stage, the area of the technique include, in the qualitative technique, the researcher may use sometimes use focused group technique to collect the data, or individual depth interview, or they can use case study, they can also use the ethnography, grounded theory, action research and also observation. These were the method of the collecting data in your qualitative research. Now next, when we talk about the quantitative research, the quantitative research attempt precisely on the measurement of something. and this is the business research when the quantitative methodology is usually measured, like when you talk about measurement of your consumer behavior, means what they are going to how much amount they are going to purchase, whatever the product they are going to purchase, what will be their preference, how much knowledge they have, what will their opinion, what will their attitude. Such methodological answer question related to the how much, how often, how many, when and who. These type of the questions were answered in your quantitative research approach, means how much they are going to purchase, how often they purchase, how many amount they purchase, when they are going to purchase, and who is going to purchase it. It's like the consumer, when we study the consumer, then we could answer these question by using your quantitative research approach. All the surveys, not only the methodology, like in the most of the time we use survey method in the quantitative research approach, but this is not only the method, we use observation method also in these study, and number of the other methods also used in the quantitative technique. But yes, the survey method is the most prominent tools of the collecting data in this technique. Now, what is the controversy between the qualitative and quantitative research? When we talk about the management, the people, the higher management or the senior management, there is a controversy, means what method they are going to opt. Although the quantitative research methods are related to your anthropology, sociology, psychology, linguistic, communication, economy and semantics, but as you see, qualitative research is associated with all these methods, and the qualitative research is also exist much before your quantitative research approach. But your senior management people, when they want to try to conduct a research, they maintain the qualitative data are too subjective. That was they are thinking that qualitative data is too subjective and that is susceptible to the human error, and it may be the biasness, because it is most of the time when we collect the qualitative data, it depends upon the quality of the researcher, the perception of the researcher or instructor. So, it is susceptible to your human error and biasness in the data collection and interpretation. Here we talk about the qualitative data, but what to the quantitative data? Some of the manager may also think that the manager, when they try to return to the technique, quantitative technique, they fall short of the providing the insight, because in your quantitative technique you get the numbers but you do not get the insight, means what is the reason behind the consumer is purchasing any product. You will get the number how often they can purchase a product by the your quantitative technique, but you do not get the reason behind the purchase. You will get the reason behind the purchase by conducting your qualitative research. So, that is why these techniques fall short when you try to have the insight need to make ever more expensive or business decisions. Then quantitative data collection method. Quantitative data collection method. In your quantitative data collection methods, what methods are opted mostly? As we have already discussed that most of the time we will select the survey method. We collected the data by using your questionnaires or schedule. So, what we do in the survey method, we list the close or multiple choice of question that is distributed, and the people or the person to whom it is concerned, they respond to it. Then the other method used in it is your experiment method. It is a situation in which you control the variable, like if you want to study on the two variables, you control the rest of the other variables, because in the environment number of the variables are working on it. Like when we talk about the customer perception or the customer preference, number of the variable impact their preferences. So, when we try to study in the experimental technique, we control the all variables, but we lose only those variable on which on which we try to establish a relationship or we are conducting the study on it. Variables are the control and manipulated to establish your cause and effect relationship. Other variables are the control, but those variables will be effective in which we try to establish a relationship, and by the experiment we may be successful in establishing the relationship between the variables. Then other method is observation. Observation is subject in the nature of the environment where the variables cannot be controlled. In the experimental technique, we control the variables, we control the situation, but in the observation method, when you are conducting the research, we did not control the environment. Here your respondent react naturally, because in the observation method the activity or research happening in your natural or real environment. Then your qualitative data collection method. What is the method of the collecting your qualitative data? You can collect data by using your interview technique. Ask the open-ended question verbally and the respondent will respond to it. Either you can go for the focus group technique, in which the discussion will be happen among the small group of the people, and about the topic you will give them topic on which they discuss and give their opinion about it, and the researcher use their response and they record their response for their future study. Or you can go for the ethnography. So what is the ethnography? It is the participating in the community or the organization for the extendable period. Means the researcher participate in the community or the organization for the some period of the time to closely observe their, and they involve them to understand closely about their culture or behavior, like how they react in a group, how they corresponded, and through which they get to know about their culture and behavior. Or in the last we can do the literature review also. This is basically a secondary study. We will study what is the recorded or the published data by the other researchers. Then when do we use the, what is the situation when you use qualitative research or you use quantitative research? So there is a certain situation when you opt your qualitative research and the certain situation in which you opt your quantitative research. So for the quantitative research is used if you want to confirm or test some theory or a hypothesis. Means you want to confirm, like you know something about it and you want to confirm is either this is impacting the other factor or not, or you want to test your hypothesis or the test some theory. In that type of the research you will conduct the quantitative research method. But when you try to understand something or you want to develop the concept, thought or experience about any situation, then you will go to the qualitative research method. I hope it will be clear. When you try to confirm any hypothesis or test, you will opt for the quantitative research, but when you try to understand any theory, concept or experience, you will go for the qualitative research techniques. Then how do we analyze the quantitative data? At present time, the number of the methods were there in the market, or as because of the revolution in the IT and your internet, we are right now using the number of the your softwares. Like for analyzing the data, you can go for the Excel or the certain specific software for your data analysis, like your SPSS, your R programming, or Python is also used for analyzing your quantitative data. So quantitative data is generally based on the number, and we can use a simple math or the most advanced statistical analysis to discover the answer or try to understand the pattern of the data, and this can be representable in the form of how we are going to represent our data, maybe in form of our graphs or table. And what type of the relation or the things calculated, like we can calculate the average score. Means if you try to understand what average amount of the money is customer spending on the transport. So use average score, or try to understand the number of the time the participant answer was given, means how many time they have given the answer, same answer. Or you can establish the correlation or the causal relation between the two or more variable. Like the correlation is done to understand the relationship between the two variables, either they are positively correlated, they are negatively correlated, or they are not correlated at all. Then you can also test the reliability and the validity of research by using your quantitative data techniques. Then what is the method of your analyzing qualitative data? So qualitative data, answer the qualitative is quite difficult than your quantitative data, because the qualitative data will be in your either in your text, because quantitative data is in your numbers, but qualitative data it will be in your text, maybe in images, maybe in videos of the numbers. Like if the respondent has responded that why do you purchase certain product, then he may say I purchase this product for my esteem. Some may be answered because they need it. So in this case your response is text. So recording the response or analyzing the response which is in your text, your images, or in your videos, that will be the difficult. So for this analysis you may go for the quantitative content analysis, means tracking the occurrence or the position and the meaning of the word or phrases which we have recorded. Or thematic analysis, means you can closely examine the data and identify the main theme or the pattern. What is the main theme and pattern of there? Or discourse analysis. So what is the discourse analysis? It shows the how the communication work in your social context. So these were the method of your qualitative data analysis. Now come to the topic, what is the difference between your qualitative and quantitative techniques? So we will go one by one. They are the number of the methods or the difference. First is your, it is more subjective and describe the problem and condition from point of view of experience it, that is your quantitative method. But what happened in the qualitative method? The subject absorb, provide the effect and interpreted by the researchers of the program on the problem or conditions. Then in this research you will get in-depth information of the few cases, but you cannot get the in-depth information in your quantitative research, but you get the able to analyze the large number of the cases. In this method it is based on your text, pictures or video, and the quantitative technique will be based on your numbers. The responses will be in numbers in the quantitative technique, and in the qualitative techniques it's maybe in text, images or videos. So what method we used in the quantitative technique? Like your focus group, depth interview, review of the document, or we can say the review of literature, secondary data. And in the quantitative technique you are going to use survey method, structured interview or observation, or you can also review the record in this. Means secondary data was analyzed in both the situation, and in both the situation the observation method is also used. In the qualitative research, it primary conducive process used to formulate a theory or hypothesis, but in your quantitative data it is for primary deduction process, means you are testing your pre-specify concept, construct or hypothesis or theory. We formulate hypothesis in your qualitative research, and in quantitative research we will analyze it or prove or disprove our hypothesis or theory. Then in your qualitative research you will get more in-depth information on the few cases, but in the quantitative research you will get less in-depth but more breadth of the information, means get more in-depth. Here you are going to analyze only few cases, but here you can analyze large number of the cases in your quantitative research method, because you can analyze large number of the cases, so you will get the large breadth of the information in it. Then this method is basically unstructured or the semi-structured, means the process of the research method of the data collection is not very much structured. Like if you talk about the focused group, that is not very structured method, but when you collecting the data by survey method and you are providing the questionnaire, then there is a set of the question which is a very structured and it has the fixed response option. For here proving analyzing, no statistical tests were there, but in this we are using number of the software and the number of the statistical techniques to analyze our data. Next, it can validate and reliable the large number of the dependent on the reliability is dependent upon the skill of the researcher. Here the reliability will be dependent upon the measurement of the device or the instrument you use. Instrument use means your for the survey, questionnaire or schedule. The time expenditure is lighter on the planning, means the planning part they spend less time in comparison to the they are collecting analyzing and your analysis phase, but the time expenditure heavily given on your planning and the less time on your analysis phase. फिर it cannot give you the generalized result, but this method can give you the generalized statement like what maximum people are doing. Now we are going to talk about the pros and cons of your quantitative research method. In this method you can collect here you can collect data rapidly, you can get the quantitative research, then the sample which you use is more randomized, you can collect the random information and it offers the reliable and the repeatable information. Then you can generalize your findings also which you have collected in this method. Then the research is anonymous, means when it is anonymous, then that is not be biased. You can perform research remotely, means if you are collecting the data by using the Google form या फिर electronic form questionnaires, then it doesn't matter from where you are, you can collect the data around any part of the world. Then information from the large sample, here you can collect the data or information from the large sample. Then what are the problems or the cons of this method? You cannot follow up any answer because you don't know, most of the time your respondent are anonymous, you cannot track them back to get the response. Then the characteristics of the participant may not play the role of the general population, means from where you have collected the data they not be the general population. So if they are not the general population, they cannot give you the generalized result. You cannot determine the answer if it is not true. Then there is a cost factor is also in this method, because you are collecting the large data, then it may cost you. After that you cannot gain any specific feedback detail in this study, and the other problem is that it created the potential for the unnatural environment, means it is not good for the unnatural or the experiment methods. फिर what are the pros and cons of your qualitative technique? The pros and cons of the qualitative techniques are, first is it provide more content or the more useful information in the practical application. Then we use the smaller sample size rather than the larger sample size which is in your quantitative research, and it offers the chance to develop the specific insight. Then it eliminate the potential for the biasness within the data. Then it is a open ended process, means you are not restricting it. The quantitative methods is your kind of rigid research, but these are the less rigid and more flexible research. And what are the cons of this? That it creates subjective data, means your data is not in the numbers, your data in the text, your data in the pictures, and it takes lots of time to collect that data and also lots of time to analyze it, and it does not offer any statistical representation. You cannot represent any represent your answer in terms of number or the statistical format, and it requires the researchers knowledge about how they are viewing, because this study is highly dependent upon the researcher characteristics. If the researcher is not qualified or they lack in the certain knowledge, then your research result will be affected by that. Next is your, it require researcher to identify the unspoken. Most of the time, like in the focus group technique, some people are just giving the response, some are not giving the response. So when the people are not giving the response, in that situation the researcher have to interpret what they are thinking. Then what are the other benefits of it? That it turn the individual experience into the usable data, like we do in the interview method. Then it fill the operational structure instead of your rigid guidance. As I said, it is not a very rigid format, and it is focused on the purpose of the decision instead of a detail, because we focus on the for what purpose we are going to collect it, and it still offers your predictive quality, means it can predict what may happen next. And what are the loss of it and problems or cons in it? That the research require the repetitive research effort, it required repetitive effort. Then it is challenging to replicate the method, because these are the very time taking methods. And what are the other reason? That it is a subjective research, and because it is subjective, it cannot give you the research or respond in the numbers or in a quantitative, and it does not offer the data rigidity. So this is all in your qualitative and quantitative research. Thank you everyone. See you in the next session.